Hello everybody and welcome to round 4 of the 2023 ACC GT3 Championship, brought to you by Sim Racing Online in conjunction with Sim Racing Holland. Today we have a special treat. Round 4 brings us to the iconic Spa-Francorchamps, and this event will be a 90-minute time excel 24-hour session where we will see the sun set, racing into the darkness, and the sun will rise, and at the end we will have a winner. So, if we want to take a quick look at the leaderboard, you can see that DeYoung has a 216.8 up there. He's been leading it in that, the Lambo. Beaton is right behind him with 0.5 behind. And the McLarens are sandwiching him. And Van der Killis with just about a second off. And then Sawyer in the other McLaren about 1.2 off. So you can see it's pretty tight up there, but DeYoung has really put up a screamer for a practice lap. We are getting ready to go into quali. We have about 2 minutes left here before we are going to get into the 10-minute quali session. And then the race will begin. So, look around the pits a little bit here. I see there's only a couple cars out on track right now. This is Nick Newcomb sporting that BMW. And then we have Jen Sawyer out there in the Ferrari. Or the McLaren, pardon me, with that red and white stripe. Amazing looking number 5 there. We do have some custom skins on the server today. Thank you. The guys from Sim Racing Holland sent me over a few skins. I think I got them all in. I hope I got them right. We shall see. I know, looking down, Lean Combin, his is in there. You can see right there the SRH logo's on there, so he's looking good. I'm still waiting for Franz. There he is. Okay, Franz is in as well. So, a couple of nice looking cars there. As we wind down to the last 60 minutes here, and then it is my duty as the server host to exit out of this screen and advance the session, which I will do, and you will be watching me because there's no way I can hide that. And there's no scoreboard up for today, so no blocking of quali. We will see the entire quali. And this is a special event. It's pretty much open to anyone that wants to race that's a member of Sim Racing Holland or Sim Racing Online. Due to the fact that the Sim Racing Online server died about a week ago, and we are in the process of building a new one. It was very old and put together with matchsticks and tape. But our new site is going to be amazing and up to speed and way more powerful, and that should be online. So that allows us to not worry about the leaderboards. We're just, if you want to race, if you want to get in this thing, it's still not too late. You got 10-minute quali. Jump in, get the passwords from your buddy. I'll tell you what it is right now. It's Stowe, S-T-O-W-E. If you want to jump on in, get your buddy in here. It's going to be a blast. So with that, I am going to exit out of here. If I can remember how to do this. And I'm going to move the session to quali. So I'll return to garage, confirm, get into my little gig over here. Pretend you didn't see that. Okay. And bada bang, we are going into the session. Okay, 10-minute session. This is set to 2 by time excel, so it's going to be pretty much normal. Let's see who's up at the top. Is anybody going out? I'm looking at my list over here. See who's the first guys to jump out on track. I hear him, but I don't see him. There he is. It's Jovan Dosberg. Looks like he might be heading out. Nope, I can't get him on the... I cannot get him. Some of the times the guys come in and I click on their names and I get nothing. Okay, there we go. Oh, there's a good look from... Yeah, up at the top of El Rouge looking down. This is going to be something special. I can tell you, when darkness falls, it's going to be pitch black out there. The practice session was set up as the same as the race, so the guys could get a little bit of a taste of what's going on. Not be so green. We had server issues, things weren't working. We got it all sorted out though, and we are ready to race, so hopefully all the dead gremlins are out. Let's take it. Okay, Piton. I got some name corrections in Discord, so I'm going to try not to butcher your names so bad, but don't expect any miracles. I am coming to you from across the pond. We are broadcasting in 1440p, so if you got the res, crank it up. It'll look great on your mobile without it, but if you're on a PC, you can use that 1440 to get a little bit better of a look. We're looking at Jen Sawyer. That other McLaren there. Let's go down the list here. There's Justin DeYoung. He's parking it in there. And there is Chris Harsh. You can see his skin. He's not pure white anymore. That's a good-looking car. I like that kind of root beer. For our Porsche drivers, we've got a few today. Brave Souls, they really respect these guys driving that mid-engined monster around here. This, I think, is probably one of the most finicky cars in ACC. It changes so much when you burn off the fuel. The weight distribution gets different. You got to really kind of work with your brake bias as you're going through the race. So, really, really fun car, though. As he comes through La Source here, let's see if he's dropping it down. Yep, he's taking it in first gear. Get as tight as you can in there. Get a good acceleration off. Let's see what he does going up the Redelion here and see if he can maintain the gear. He's going to lift a little bit. Dang, it looks like he pretty much kept his foot in it. Nicely done. That is not easy to do. Right. I'm looking at some timings here, and I see a couple guys in the green. Let's jump down to Roger Van Rosen. Currently in the 14th spot. That Sim Racing Holland livery there. Pascal Wida. Let's jump to him. He's in the BMW. He's sporting a pretty good time, keeping that beast. See how close he can keep that thing to the top. Very heavy but stable car. When you get it tamed, you can really be quick in it. All right, such a long lap here that with 10 minutes, you know, they're probably going to get maybe 2 good time laps. You got a couple shots if you want to come in for a fresh set of tires or anything. You're really going to be pressed for time with these 2-minute plus laps. So it is a trick. So let's look for Fran from our Sim Racing Holland hosts. He's sporting other McLaren. A lot of McLarens in here. It seems to be the car of choice for a lot of drivers. I mean, it's sturdy, it's stable, it's quick. Get the setup right, you can really put some amazing times in there. And I'm trying to get a look at who's going to be the first one across. It looks like Chris Haas. This, I don't believe, is a timed lap yet. They're coming across for the first time to start some time laps. This might be a time lap. Let's see. Yep, there it is. 2:17.75. There's the target lap right now, set up by the Porsche with Chris Haas. Very nice. And then Bitong, excuse me, coming behind him there. Chris Van Rosen of the McLaren. See what he does. All right, Hart's holding it up there with the first laps on these guys. And look at Wida putting that BMW right up there at half a second. There's Van Leather. Let's see, De Ritter coming through. What else we got? 18. Let's see about Hogavin. I'm supposed to pronounce that with 3 syllables. I'm sorry I butchered your name. But hey, puts himself in 6th. I'm 2 seconds off the pace. Wow, that Porsche time put up by Haas has held up for the first part of the grid coming through. Who else we got coming up here? Let's see. Where's the 74, 73? He's parked. Johns. Nick Newcomb. Newcomb puts himself up at 8. So 4 seconds off the pace. So that BMW, like I said, once you get that thing dialed in, you can get some speed. But, you know, that first lap, I bet you he improves a lot on the second lap. Who else is coming across? 720. That looks like my good buddy, Simon Geimer. See what he... trying to find him here. Did he jump up there already? There he is. He's stuck it in 11, so 5 seconds off. So with 3 minutes left, they'll probably be able to cross the line for one more lap after this. So it takes a good lap. You know, Spa's long enough to keep those tires up, but the temperatures are down. I mean, if you look, it's 14 degrees, both track and ambient. So these tires are they're going to be tough to manage. We had a little bit of discussion on this, and you know, there's some hemming and hawing. And if you look at today's real weather at Spa, we would probably need ice tires or some spikes. So getting as close to reality as we can without having to actually deal with reality, this is where we're at. So I'm telling you, it's pretty ice cold with these. Let's see, let's check a look at the top. Who else is coming through here? Let's see, John the Ritter is going to cross the line. He already did. I'm a little behind here. Did he bump himself up? It's into ninth. Nicely done. Piton is still in the pits. Thor's over there just getting into sector 2. So let's check on Chris. Is he on another ripper here? Let's see. Oh, putting it off a little bit there. It's got to be an issue with these tires, man, in this temperature. It's funny because in practice, the track temp went up to about 20. So I expect it to go up. This quali session, it's look at 7:30 in the morning, which is absolutely wrong. So it was supposed to be at 12 p.m. Like I said, we got some server gremlins. It took a couple restarts to get the time excel working for practice. So these guys are probably getting pretty frustrated. They probably practiced and had some brilliant times in the other temperatures, but man, that is some ice cold for track temps, I gotta tell you. All right, let's see who we got here. Where is the 333 car driven? What are you? About to cross the line. Chris, duh. All right, see if he betters his time. 2:17.092 was his quickest lap. So last one was a 17.14. So the lap in between got him up there on the pole. Let's see if he can hang on. It looks like he is done with only 39 seconds left. So and Sawyer holding on with just 0.2 behind him. Who else we got crossing it here? 66. Ties, Cyberstein crossing 12. Here comes the 64 crossing the line. Reed Ritter, Stovey in 10th. So now there is the checkered. So a couple of those guys that just crossed, there's about maybe 7 or 8 cars that can absolutely get one more lap in if they desire. But in the meantime, let's see who comes across here. Hugavin. Does he move up? No, he stays in 14th, but only a couple seconds off the pace. As time has expired here, and I think we're pretty much looking at the grid, and some of these guys might have a ripper. Francisco, see if he could, did he better his time here? He's going to come across. Nope, he's calling it a day, pulling in the pits. So he is happy with 13th. So now, as quali's over, due to the long lap times here at Spa, the time between has been extended so that you can actually finish your lap. You know, it's 137 seconds is what the best lap is. So I think we're at about 140 seconds in between. So It's going to be about 5 minutes before the race starts, so there's going to be some downtime. It's going to seem like forever, but that's just what it is. See if we can find anybody who's in that number 5 Sir, who's trying to get himself up on the podium. Let's see what he does here. He's calling it too, so it looks like these guys are packing it in. That the 990 car of Colin and the other Porsche, he's calling it a day. So it looks like Porsche has just taken the pole here at Spa for the ice capades that is the 24 hours of Spa, all condensed into a 90-minute session. So time is going to absolutely fly. The sky is going to move like you're in some kind of sci-fi movie. But hey, that's what it's all about. We're here for the fun and games, and that's what we're having, some fun and games. So let's see. As host, I got to click a couple buttons here, I think. So let me hit this, return to garage, hit drive, and then I'll be back. Okay, now we're into broadcast mode. Very nice. So I don't see anybody in the chat today because I think everybody's racing, and since we had a dead website, there was not a lot of info going out. So we're just going to grip up on the bat a little bit today and have some fun and try and hit one out of the park. That's what it's all about. Racing is fun as long as you don't get too heated. Some guys take it a little seriously, some guys don't. It's all what you can get out of it. But here today, this is going to be a lot of fun. I wish I had a story to tell you, but I'm fresh out of stories. I could tell you some fishing stories from my 35 years of running charter boats down in Mexico and Southern California. But that's for another day. Today, it's race day. And we have a 20-car field, and I believe there was 21. We might get another one popping in or two. Like I said, it's not too late if you want to get in here. Man, that 7 a.m. quali, I think, took everybody by surprise. It took me by surprise. It's not the way it's written up in the server. So, you know, just ACC throwing us a little curveballs. We can handle it. That's what it's all about. You got to be ready for improv here in this racing. See, let's go from the bottom up and look at some of these cars. It's Jo van Doesburg, so he's not responding, and he's the 21 car who's out. Okay, maybe he'll come back. So Pascal Ueda in the 3s. We're back on him. Let's go to De Jong. Oh, we're gridding up. Okay, ready to start. That was quicker than I thought, so yay for that. Let's see what we got here. Where is the... you know what I want? I want this helicam. There we go. We got our helicopter pilot, John Bender. He's driving the helicopter today. And we are going to have a formation lap and one mandatory pit stop, which could come sometime in the frozen darkness. So hopefully, it's 8:05 a.m. See, the whole thing is off. This is supposed to be a 1 p.m. start. So I don't know what's going on with the server, but these guys are just going to have to improv it, man. They're just going to have to go with it. You just never know what the race gods are going to do. This is not how we drew it up. However, this is what we got. I've even posted the server files on the Discord so you can see how they're set. And so why does it not take them? I have no idea. But we're off. Yeah, now it's heating up a little bit. We already got 1 degree. Man, these poor guys, I kind of feel bad for them. A couple guys didn't make the start. They're in the pit. So they're going to be starting from pit lane. Did they miss it? They must have missed the start. It did come pretty quick. So that's unfortunate. Pascal and Jean both in the pits. There's one more, Jo Vandenberg, but he didn't make it in. Van Doesburg's car is on my software list. It's on my broadcasting software as he entered the server, but he is not on the list, as you can see. So let's get back here to the tippy toe end. See what's up. They go through Brussels, coming up Lacombe to Brussels. So hopefully Guida and Pascal and Jan can get started here when the light goes green. I think that's how AT works. They let you start in pit lane. So hopefully that'll be the case. There is Fran at 5th. Wiederman and Stick. Colin Iredale in 7th. And then local SRO driver Tanner Selby in 8th place. Van der Kils in 9th. Kai Cyberstein in 10th. There's the top half of the grid. And Francisco Senna in 11th. Sporting that muscle car Lambo. A lot of guys liking the Lambo too. It's pretty all around good go. And Houdgaveen picking up 12th in the Ferrari. Simon Geimer right behind him in 13th in the Ferrari. Michael Huziniga, I give up. Michael in the 14 McLaren. That's kind of a cool looking car, that gold rainbow. And Combine, that SRH livery, another McLaren driver. And there's Nick Newcomb in the BMW, number 73. And then John Piton in the other Lambo. And Justin de Jong right behind him in the McLaren. These guys were already battling. And then we got Pascal in the pit and De Ritter in the pit. So it looks like they're in their car, so I think they just missed it. I hope that the server didn't catch them by surprise, but a lot of surprises here already as it is starting to heat up, luckily, as we are closing in through Sector 3 here, coming up to the hairpin chicane, excuse me, for the race start. So they should be going double file here. As we get ready to begin round 4, the 24 hours of Spa. I'm calling this the mystery race. This is the mystery race. It's like, you can set the server up however you want, but apparently ACC is going to do what it wants. They're coming down the line. I think we go around La Source and we get the green on the downhill on the old start finish. Even though that's the timing line they just crossed. They're still going to wait till we get to the timing line. I mean the old start finish is where we go green. Which makes sense because everybody would just pile up and crash right here at La Source like it happens on every public server. And actually every game that starts it at the timing line. So here we go. Hold on to your hat. Get yourself a nice refreshing beverage. And we are ready to start round 4. As the track is heating up now, we're at 17. So, ready to go green, and they're off. Round 4's begun. Let's have a nice clean start, everybody. Everybody making any moves? Hars is holding them off. Sawyer's staying right in there as they make their way through the El Rouge and up the Kemmel Straight. See if everybody gets through here. Let's jump down. Wiederman. Oh, we got somebody off right there already. In the 14th. That was Spikel. Looks like he's got a little bit of damage, but he's still in it. Way to keep it alive. Let's see. It looks like the boys got out of the pit. So De Ritter and Pascal Wieder, here they come. They're bringing up the rear. All right, nicely done. All right, to the tip. Guitars to the Porsche, already getting all kinds of pressure from Sawyer. And it looks like these guys are leaving the pack in the dust if you look in the mirror there. It always is deceiving though, so they're a lot closer than the mirror show. You can see that. So first, second, third, Van Rosen, Sawyer, and Harris. There's Vanderlinden starting the next group here. Fourth, fifth, to sixth, seventh, and eighth are a tightly knit group right there. So these guys are going to have to battle each other and battle the element. As time is ticking away and the track temperatures are coming up. We're at 19 Celsius now, so that's manageable. Hopefully these guys can stay with it. Let's take a look at the tip. There's Harris. Okay, he's still in it. There's the only other Porsche there in sixth place. Everybody grinding it down through the chicane as they're coming across for the first lap. And we are one lap in. 90 minutes of action here today. There's be no conquerors, only survivors. We will see. As Tanner Sylvie holding that top 10 in 9th position. Followed by Kaiser Eberstein. And Eko Hugavin right behind him. These guys blast their way through El Rouge. Up the Kemmel Straight. Just pedal to the metal. There's Geimer. Fourteenth place. Nicely done. All right, and still pressure. It looks like a move for the lead. There's a move for the lead. Sawyer saw a gap and he went for it. Harsh defending brilliantly. Thor almost had that spot. As you saw, they were side by side. I knew they were getting close up there, so I had to flip over to that action. Pressure mounting. As the temperature climbing, 17 degrees, 20 on the track. Pressure, pressure. Do I see damage on Chris's front end there? No, okay, that was reflection. I didn't think so. I don't think you'd be able to hold that lead still if you had a little bit of damage, but nicely done. There is SARS. Pressure, pressure, pressure. Yeah, he does have a little damage there on the front lap. That's probably from the little side-by-side little distance there that Jens gave him there. As he's looking to spot again. Looks like Jens, if he can get around, he might be able to outpace that Porsche here. He's looking to the outside to see if Chris can hold him off on the inside. Gets out of that exit really well. It looks like Sawyer, they're side by side going to El Rouge. Oh, somebody's going to have to break it here. There's only going to be room for one. What is going to happen? They come up, and it looks like, oh, and then Chris goes wide. He's going to get a warning. The stewards are not going to like that, but it has been a overtake by Jens Suhr, our new leader. Coming in, and also right behind him is Van Rosen. Trying to take that second spot away, and he does. And now Chris is getting pressured for third from Vanderlinden. Crazy, crazy stuff. Here is Vanderlinden. Chris just hanging on, and Vanderlinden getting all kinds of pressure from Rizzo behind him. Oh man, good stuff. They're battling. I guess, you know what, you got to make hay while the sun shines. So if you're going to attack, do it while there's some daylight, because I'm telling you, it's going to be pitch black here in about 20 minutes. Maybe not, because it was supposed to start at 1. It would have been dark, and then they would have finished around 12 or 1. So since it started at 8 a.m., it's going to be a little bit more time in the daylight and a little bit more time in the darkness. So they'll probably finish sunrise be interesting either way. Anything else going on down the list? I'm looking here. I don't want to miss these guys. There is your leader. See, I knew he's got the pace. It's Jen kind of pulling away now. So he can pace us up. And it looks like Chris has got second place back. So Chris has taken second back from Van Rossen. And Vanderlinden is just back there licking his chops, waiting for something to happen. Guys are not holding anything back. Just tightly knit group here, all the way back to Rizzo in 5th place, and then a little bit of a gap to Colin Iredale, but not a lot. He's right there too. Let's get an idea how far behind the group he is here as they hit La Source again for the 4th time. Right on. Let's see anybody getting a run here. Jens just has that pace, but will he be able to maintain that? Will his tires be able to hold up? He might be pushing hard enough now to wear his tires out later, but quite the battle here to the top 5 as Haars has kept that Porsche up there, battling back from Van Rosen and Vanderlinden. Pressure from both cars behind him. He managed to come out ahead. There is Roger Van Rosen, 3rd place, keeping the pressure on Haars. Nicely done. Meanwhile, back here at 13th, Senna and Elko Hugavin. I don't see him anywhere. You can see him in front there. Okay, he's got a little bit of a gap. So there we go. And then Simon Geimer holding 14th. Should be able to put some pressure on it. And here is Geimer. Got a car, I think, is out. Pascal Wida. He's still in it. Vander Kils is in the pit. So, did he hit the wall? We don't know. Is he just getting his tire change out of the way? I don't see it up on the board. But anyway, back to the tip. The pointy end. RDA. McLaren in the lead. Porsche in 2nd. McLaren in 3rd and 4th. So that Porsche representing, trying to keep these McLarens from bullying the rest of the field. But this is quite the battle here we have. Top 5, Rizzo. Coming across the timing line. There is your 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th place cars. You can see Soar out there in front. Let's follow Rizzo up as he goes through El Rouge. Excuse me. See if anybody gains. Yep. A little bit of a lift just to keep it going. Down into 6th gear, so nicely done. Keeping that Lambo spooled up. What do we got back here with Silverstein? The Ferrari holding that 8th position. But it looks like Vuitton is really getting a handful from De Jong. De Jong is just all over him in that battle for the 10th. All right, there's Sylvie right there in the pink. You got Nick Newcomb back here in that BMW holding in 16th position. With De Ritter, is he back out there? Yeah. Ferrari closing in. So, back to this top 5 battle. Chris still got that 2nd place spot. He's getting a little bit of room between him and Van Rossen. With Van Rossen and Vanderlinden keeping the pressure Keeping it real back there. Holy smokes. So as you can see by the clock, as we started at 8, it hasn't been about almost 18 minutes and it's already noon. So, the 159 car, Van der Kills, he's still in the pits, so I don't know what's going to happen with him. It could be a retirement. But these guys, they battle it out last week. These guys battle it out every week. Franz holding that 4th spot. Rizzo staying in the zip code, and then there's a pretty good gap back to Iredale in the other Porsche. You guys make their way up. You can see the gap is almost just over 2 seconds now to first. It looks like Chris drove through a bunch of bugs or something. Look at that front end. It looks like that's just ACC body wear, which is really cool. I like how the cars get all dirty by the end. There is your gap to second place. So these guys are spread out a little bit now. Take a breath. It's been pretty tight this whole time. Meanwhile, back here in the Silverstone, we got a little bit of a battle going right here with Piton and Silverstein. Gone. Just fending him off. There's Kai and Wiedemann. That's who it is. Judge side by side. Who was he passing there? Young in 8th. Did he get around him? He got around him. He put himself in 8th. So Silverstein now in 9th. Selby in 10th. Hard to follow this stuff sometimes. It looks like that gap has come down a couple of tenths for Haas. It was at 2 point something. Up there, it goes back up. Just part of the track. Going through the twisties there. These guys still keeping in touch. This is the battle. Rizzo and Van der Linden. I have a feeling this battle is not going to stop anytime soon. You guys are really evenly paced. Really excellent driving. Kicking out Rouge there. Nicely done. Who do we got back here in the 83 car? Tanner Silby. Looks like he's fending off Hugavin looking like he's looking for a way around. Elko. Oh, someone's gone around. Who was that? Was that Kai? Kai's gone around in the. Let's go back and take a look. There he is. He spun it right there. We are in replay. Hopefully you don't see that mouse cursor. Oh, tough break for Kai. That's going to set him back a little bit. Let's see where he ends up as we are back to live. Second place car. 2.2. And then the Rizzo battle. Just giving Franz a mirror full of Rizzo. Crazy stuff. Wait till it gets dark. Then Wiedemann here. There's Wiedemann holding that 7th place, but De Jong is giving him the business. Looking for a sway. Flashbont coming up to the chicane. Who's going to outbreak who? Staying right with them. with me. Keeping it real there. So checking on Seiberstein after that spin. He only lost a couple of spots. Fortunate for him, he's still in 11th. Closing in on that top 10, but Geimer and Francisco Siena right back there, probably licking their chops. Geimer in that blue Ferrari. Siena in the Lambo. See how he takes it, El Rouge. A little bit of a lift. Keep it off the wall, man. That's all you got to do. Stay on the gas. Nicely done. Nicely done. I'm looking down for anything tight. See close battles. Yeah, who's in that 83? Sylvie. Tanner. Bending off. Hugaveen. Keeping the pressure on. We are 7 laps in. Coming across 2 p.m. Just bizarre how the start time got messed up. I mean, it clearly is written in the server, in the JSON, 1 p.m. start time, and it starts at 8 o'clock. So I don't know what to tell you. Just, you know, it's not even Halloween. I thought, okay, well, it's just, you know, Gremlins, but I don't know what the heck. But anyway, Haas keeping himself in it. That second place pole sitter now running second. And it looks like Van Rosen is keeping it real. But, of course, Rizzo looking to the inside as they go down. Switching over. They take a La Source. No harm, no foul. They're keeping off each other. Really good racing. Looks like Van der Linde got a little bit of a better exit off of La Source there. Keep it together, man. All right. Looking at the track map for close battles. You see down there the 28 car of Pascal Guida. Looks like he might be having a little run here. These guys are going up the hill. There's Jean de Ritter. Oh, that's really strange. Okay, who is that with Pascal? Crombie. So here's what happened. It didn't update yet. It's actually got. There it is. Now it's updated. So Crombie is the one I was looking for. I wanted to get a little bit of shot of him chasing Pascal. So these guys are the back end of the group, having some good fights. Meanwhile, back to Rizzo. Guys, looks like they've settled down a little bit as far as the gap goes. Check in on 9th and 10th. Delby's still holding that 9th spot over Hugaveen. And let's see, Seiberstein is how far back? Look, yeah, he's some 5 seconds back after that spin. Excuse me. He's kind of got himself a little bit of a gap to Buton and Geimer, though. So I mean, it cost him a couple of spots, but he's still in it. And here is Geimer. So it looks like, I believe, Beaton might have got around him. Was it Beaton behind him a couple laps ago? I don't know. It's hard to follow. I don't have a spotter. I am the spotter. And I'm the color guy. And I'm the commentator. And I'm running all the cameras. And it's quite exciting with these guys. Yeah, look at that. So Sawyer's up to 2.7 of a lead now. There you can see on his tail. There is Chris in the Porsche. And let's see, De Jong, some 3 seconds off of the Rizzo Linden group. They really get balled up there in that sector 2. It's really tighten up. Let's say Rene here. There's a good battle here. The Porsche trying to hold off Wiedemann. Nope, it's not Wiedemann. So why is it showing 6th place Wiedemann, but that's not who's on his tail? 7th, De Jong is in front. This hasn't updated yet. You know, ACC doesn't update the timing board until they cross the sector line. So there might be a pass in the middle of sector 2. You won't see it till they hit the sector 3 line, and then it updates. So it's throwing me off. Oh, so that's the 11 car. 10, 11. So Stelvey and Hugeveen have taken over 8th and 9th. Nobody's in the pits, so there must have been an off that we missed. But there's some good fight going on right here. Syverstein and Beaton. I gotta pronounce that name right. I'm sorry, John. These guys are battling. Let's see if Beaton get out of La Source on a good exit. Whoever gets the exit off of La Source will have the advantage going up the hill. Looks like he's trying to break a little bit later, keeping it tight. Staying right on Syverstein. Man, these guys are tight right here. Battle for 11th. Iredale just up there going, all right, you guys just keep fighting. Stay off of me, but now they have caught him. They're in the slipstream. Iredale defending beautifully in that Porsche. Had to keep these guys off of him, but these guys are tight, tight, tight. Lights are on. Luckily, it looks like there's a little bit of clouds to keep that afternoon sun from making some blind spots. Down through Puhan. They're blending through the campus S's. Look at that. Beaton is just keeping the pressure on. It looks like Haas has a pretty good gap to 3rd place now. Van Rossum and Friend are about 5 seconds off of 2nd place now. So they're probably due to their own fight. But Van Rossum has caught place. 4th place, Vanderlinden. 5th place, Rizzo still, so no change there. There is that top 10. There is your number 10's position. Syverstein caught this group now, so he's only half a second back. Actually, it looks like he got passed by Beaton. Where else have we got? First back to the Rizzo battle. As we are just approaching the 4 p.m. mark, just about a half hour in, so an hour and 3 minutes remaining, so we're about a third of the way through here. Ooh, Rizzo doing a little outbreaking there. But Grant has such a brilliant defense that there's just nothing he can do. He's just got to hang in there, wait for a mistake. You know, that's like watching paint dry. France doesn't make a lot of mistakes, but I think that's what it's going to take for him to get around. All right, what else we got? Oh, the 987 battle, Piton. Looks like he's gotten around Airedale. Oh, he's slowly moving his way through the field here. He's got clean air in front of him now. He'll probably be able to pull away from that Porsche. But what happened to Kai? Kai is still in 12th. So John grabs himself a spot from Airedale that I'm sorry that we missed. See if he's got anything for him. That Lambo's got pretty good muscle. Go in a straight line and see what the Porsche can do coming up the hill here. So sketchy right there. Your race can end in a hurry right there if you just make one little mistake. Well, no gain there. Looks like he's getting away a little bit, actually. So Fran's holding that fourth spot, but he's closed it up pretty good. De Jong and Rizzo and Vanderlyn and all within a second of each other. So Justin doing a nice job keeping himself up in the 5th place now. So it looks like Vanderlyn got around. John, do we have a little bit of an opt? Did Rizzo have a little bit of an incident? Because it looks like De Jong has taken a spot away. They come across the timing line. 13 laps in, we're going to start lap 14. It's just about 5 p.m. clock time. The sun is going down. You guys get themselves sorted for the night run. And then we got Wiedemann here in 7th place, but you saw the gap there. So bringing his McLaren. He's got no pressure. Probably how you want it going into the darkness. You just want to have a nice little spot, see if you can make it, you know, through the night. Whatever gets you through the night. There's Sylvie. Down through. Oh, Cyberstein got a drive through. What in the heck? Kai. I mean, I can only guess that it's track cut. Right? We haven't had any pit stops to speed, so it must have been the buildup of track cuts. And now he's got himself a drive through, so add that to his spin, and he's probably not a very happy camper. But you got to be happy that at least you're sim racing, which is a lot of fun. So it's better than any form of work. So as long as you are able to jump in your rig and have a race, it's better than any form of work. Unless, of course, you do what I used to do and have a 65-foot charter boat. You just take people fishing every day. So every day's a vacation, but that was another world. So there's your leader, Mr. Shore. It's got almost a 5-second gap, 4.5 on second place. Chris Hars, who's stretched his legs enough to build that gap between Van Rosen, Linden, and De Jong, who are back here fighting. Looks like he's closing this group up pretty good here. Van Rosen is starting to feel the pressure. There is De Jong. This group is really, really racy right now. I said they think they're trying to make some hay before the sun goes away. Justin looking for the spot. He's going on the outside. Did he get it? He took the spot. Not get around, but yeah, he put him right in front of De Jong. So Van Rosen moves into third. It was a brilliant pass. Let's take another look at that. That's it. We're in the replay right now. I want to see what happens here. The battle for fourth. He's going to the outside, a little kiss, no harm, no foul, and he does fend him up. So, am I seeing things? I'm just seeing things. So he didn't move up. It was just a side by side. That's what I thought. But you know, I had to double check because I didn't think it looked like he got him, but nope, did not get him. All right, let's get back to live action. There we go. Up at the top of the hill, Lacombe from there to Brussels. These guys are packed in tight. We've got another pretty good battle going on in the tail end here. I think it's Van der Linden who suffered. Did he do his pit stop? Is that why? No. So that's what happened. Van der Linden must have hit the wall because, and I completely missed it. Dare I go back to look? I don't know. If I go a minute back, we might be able to see it. But then we're going to lose. So we're just going to let him explain in the chat what happened because he was right up there in that battle for third, fourth, and fifth, and now he finds himself in last place. So he must have had some damage. He must have hit the wall or something. You can see he's got some damage on that car a little bit. Nothing major though. So I don't know. It's not showing a completed pit stop. I thought maybe that was the case, but dang it, I hate it when I miss that stuff. So Van Rosen has the gap now. 5 seconds of Van der Linden. Now it's showing Van der Linden back and forth. So what is going on here? Did you saw what I saw? All right. Dude, we got some gremlins, dude. That was completely bizarro land. From 18 back to fourth. Server glitch? They're not going through lap traffic, are they? Okay, you guys are my witness. I mean, it happened right in front of us. This server has a mind of its own today. We're just along for the ride, so let's just enjoy it. There's De Jong looking for a way. So what other crazy stuff? Woo! Look at this high-speed action. He is all over him. Is he going to get the slipstream? He's looking for a way by. He's taking to the inside. Rizzo's holding this line, and it looks like he's got him on the outside. Yep. Okay, we got some weirdness going on here because now it's showing Fran down in sixth. Now he's back and forth. Oh, I think it's the timing line drama. These things are getting spread out, so I don't know what to tell you, but stranger things. And it's not even dark yet. You can see that sun is starting to go down as we're getting to 6:28, 6:30 clock time with just under an hour to go. Man, these guys are going to battle through the night, and the race is going to end at sunrise, I believe. Yeah, I think you're right. Michael's mentioning in the chat that France has some trouble with the connection. That's what it's got to be. I mean, this server has a ton of bandwidth. It's set up for, I can put 80 on the grid here with a gigabyte connection, so it's got to be on his end. He's just ping-ponging around. It's one way to gain positions. Well, we'll just call it that. Oh, somebody's off. Who's that behind him? Who's that? Michael Rizzo? Rizzo's pitting. Okay, we have a compulsory pit stop. So here is our first to stop for tires. And it is Michael Rizzo. He's going to put himself on the undercut. See what he does. And this is an extremely long and grueling pit lane. It seems like it takes forever to get to your pit stall, then forever to change your tires. So, but luckily it's a huge lap. So you know how that goes. Kind of curious to where he comes out. We'll check back with him in a while because he's going to be in there for a minute. So Sylvie, so everybody's going to move up a spot now. And the first of the compulsory pit stops is being completed by Mr. Rizzo. And let's see what the undercut does for him. Put him in a good position. Well, see these guys. Anything tightening up with these guys? Young's still putting the screws to Franz. You know, Franz is also streaming. So he's doing the in-cockpit streaming. So it might be, his bandwidth might be tested a little bit. A couple spikes here and there. That would be my guess. But who knows? He's still on the server, and that's all that matters right now. Hanging in there. As the Young looks like a way. He's trying to get it through here. You can see third place Van Rossen up there, who inherited. Well, he's showing it on the timing sheet, but I don't think he's up there. You know, Hars. Where's Hars? Yeah, I think there's some glitching going on here. So there's your second place car. Just to drive in the park. Here is the fourth place car. Franz with De Jong just all over him. And Rizzo now completed his pit stops. So he is good to go to the end of the race. And he has come out in 16th position. As we got a pass going here, but not on the outside. You're not getting around Franz that way. But then he's done the switch back to the inside. The old switcheroo, but it doesn't work. His Franz holds him off, at least for now. But De Jong's got another plan in mind here. He sticks to the outside to get into the over-under. Not quite enough room to throw it into that Lesueur there. So Lesueur's is a little tight. They're going to battle up the hill now. It's McLaren versus McLaren, so pretty equally powered cars. We got 3 McLarens in a row, then a Porsche, then a McLaren for the lead. So Porsche represent some might in there, holding that second spot. Go Chris. I'm supposed to be biased, but I'm kind of rooting for you. Look at this. Got some action here. It's getting tight. Sun's coming in. Windshields are all dirty. Tires are getting greasy. You know they're getting greasy. So let's jump back here and take a look at where is Geimer. Geimer's holding off 13th. We have 2 cars that have completed their pit-o. Wiedemann is in 18th. He's good to go to the end now. And Rizzo, currently in 16th. So with his pace, I'm curious to see when the other guys start to pit, where he's going to come out. take a look at the leader here as it is starting to get a little dark. And I wish this server would have started at the right time. Really don't know what happened there. The thing, you write the times in the server, it should take it, but might have known. That's all I can say. So it looks like Van Rossen, that third place car with a gap about 3 seconds back to Young, and now Vanderlyn, he is going into the pit. So here is our third car to stop for the compulsory. Going through the endless pit lane. So he's pitted from, he was up there in 4th, wasn't he? So let's see what happens when he comes out. He's currently in 5th until the group gets by him. So that's going to put Sylvie up a spot. All temporary, of course, until they all completed their pit stops. And it looks like Airedale got a drive-through. What in the heck? What did you do, Chris? What happened? I mean, all I can assume is it's track cuts. I mean, they're pretty forgiving here, but I mean, I guess if you hit the El Rouge, you know, if you get that sucker 3-4 times in a row and you get all 4 tires off, you're going to get the drive-through. And I think that's what happened to Colin. I called you Chris there, Colin. I apologize. But, man, that sucks. Meanwhile, Crumbing, excuse me, here's 11th now. And he's getting some pressure from John De Ritter and Simon Geimer, these three. And Senna and Rizzo back there. But Senna, they're some, you know, 49 seconds away. Let's see if I click this one more time if the gaps change. That shows that I think gaps to each other. There's nobody. There's positions. There's gaps to the leader, I believe. No, maybe not. 86 seconds for Rizzo. I might be right. Guys are battling here. Geimer holding that 12th spot. Sun's going down. It's about to get real here. It'll probably start getting light with about 10 minutes left, I would believe, because we're 2/3 in now when it gets to the 30-minute mark. It's about 7, almost 8 hours a third. Good Geimer, just getting the momentum, getting into the draft there. For a way through. He is all over Ritter. Coming through the chicane. Many nerves have cracked right there in the spot. It looks like he's going on the inside. He's got the inside coming up into the source. If you're going to get the spot, I believe he's already got it, but De Ritter holds off on the outside. Come around, who's going to outbrake who? Yeah, they're side by side going down the hill. Something's got to give here. They can't go to El Rouge. And it looks like Geimer's got the spot. Geimer has taken it. Nice pass, Simon. Bumps himself up a spot now into 10th place. Bumping Ritter back into 11th. When you'll see when they hit the timing line here that it will update the top of the hill. Does he have anything left for him in the tank coming back? There it goes. Oh, so we got some other pit stops. Okay. So Wiedemann, Newcomb, Silverstein are all, somebody's in the pits. Aha! Van Rossen. Hugeman. Coming out. Okay, Van Rossen's coming out. Airedale's, he could be doing his drive-through. Being in the pit. Senna in the pit. All right. Still, none of the leaders have not pitted out. Here comes Jens now. The leader is pitting with a 6-second gap in second place. So that's a pretty fat gap. But like we know, this pit is endless as Harsh takes the lead again once he had for the first couple of laps. So, back in the lead with the Porsche. De Jong is going to bump himself up there temporarily, that is. As the pit stop unwind. And as we can see, as they start to pit, Rizzo, who was our first pit over the undercut, finds himself in the top 10 now. He's up to 9th. So I'm curious to see where Rizzo comes out compared to Sawyer, the lead car. There was a 5 or 6, 7, 8 second gap to second, so it was probably better to, I think Rizzo was in 4th or 5th when he pitted, so I think he'll come out in that top 6th, I would believe, but we shall see. That puts Selby in 5th, and Selby's pitting now too. So they're coming in. This is it, the night run. They're getting ready for the night. They probably got adjusted tire pressures for when it gets colder. You can see the track's 13 now, so got to adjust those tires to get through this night session. And then, of course, it's going to be daylight as we are on lap 20. So there's De Jong. It's got the 5 seconds to chase. And now Piton finds himself in 3rd, but that is a 23-second or 12-second gap, and then another 12 back to Pascal, who's 23 off. So again, these guys have not pitted, so you can see it sorting out. And it looks like Colin in the Porsche, he served his drive-through, so now he still is yet to pit, and he's in 12th. So let's see what happens. And is that excuse me, that on his tail, is that Sawyer? No, Sawyer comes out in 6th. So Sawyer's back on track. He's in 6th place. Okay, so that's probably going to put him right back on the lead when everybody's done pitting, which with that 8-second gap, that's a no-brainer. Meantime, Van Rosen, he is in 10th. He's completed his pit. Yandy Ritter is pitting now, so there he goes. He's in the hurry up and wait station. Selby's out. His pit stop is complete. Currently in 10th. And De Jong is in the lead now as Harsh is in the pit. So here comes Harsh pitting from the lead. Now remember, he had an 8-second gap to fill up to Sawyer. So he's a lot of stuff to make up here. So the top 5 all have not pitted yet, and then there's Colin in 14th, who had that unfortunate drive-through, who's yet to pit. Other than that, they're pretty much set up. You can see how they're stacked there. It's going to be Sawyer, Rizzo, and Vanderlyn in 1, 2, 3, depending on where Harsh comes out. He might come out right in front of those guys. Here he goes in the endless pit lane. Like, let me out, please. As he goes right through the ghosted car. You can't do that in a lot of the other sims. You won't be able to get away with that ghosting stuff. You get the R Factor 2 championship, you're going to smack that guy and have damage. Which I kind of like it with all damage all the way around. You know, some people don't. It's, you know, whatever. There's something for everybody. I kind of like the realism of if you hit somebody wherever you are on track, you don't want to hit anybody. So I kind of like I'm in that camp, but you know, anybody can do what they want. It's fine by me. So Van Rosen, who is this? We got a fight right here. So Fran and Van Rosen are out. Currently in 8th and 9th as the leaders are starting to come in, and now we got 4 left that have not pitted. These guys are on fresh rubber, so giving them a lap to heat up in this frozen track. Jeez, 12 degrees. Now the real weather, we tried to get it as real as possible. It was 8 degrees at Spa when I looked, so that's a little crazy. So that's why we bumped it up. There was some discussion, but hey, we're here to have fun and keep it as real as we can. I mean, it's as real as we can with having ghosted cars, right? So what the heck? It's all good. We're having a blast. This is a great race so far. So now let's see Jen. He is in our temporarily in 5th place as they move up with 4 cars to pit in front of him. You can see where that's going to put him right in front. So let's see where Justin is. He's going another lap. He's staying out, and Piton is coming in. Okay, so John is pitting from 2nd. Wida is out, right? No, he's staying out, and Geimer's staying out. I think you guys just milking it for what they can as darkness falls upon us as we're coming up to just about 38 minutes left. So this is the nice darkness phase. In about another 10 minutes, it's going to be pitch black. If it's anything like it was in the practice server. There's Selby in 11th. Wideman in 10th. Not a lot happening there, but we got a battle here. These guys, Nick Newcomb, Curley in 16th, and Cyberstein in 17th. They're having a little bit of a nice little run here. Look at that. Night racing at Spa is epic. I love the light sources for the ACC. I mean, I love the way that they glare and they reflect. It's one of the better sims that I like the way they produce light. It's pretty cool. The headlights are really, really believable. Love it. Good stuff. Kudos. Kudos to Kunos and his team of amazing devs. Got to give it to him. All right, let's see. What do we got here? These top 4 guys are still out. Excuse me. They got to be pitting here this lap. As I'm looking, so the battle right now is right where we were. If you look at the, we got, what's this, number 20 and 97, where are they at? They are duking it out too, right? No, who's in 65? It's Van der Linden, 9th place. Frank. Coming up the hill, they're pretty tight. Everybody else is pretty spread out. Okay, somebody's in the pit. It's not De Jong. So De Jong's staying out for another lap. He likes that lead. He's going to get as many lead laps as possible. Due to the server being down and we don't have our results software, we'll still get results from simresults.com, but they won't be official until next week when the server goes up. And we'll sort it out. But in the actual racing, you get a point for the fastest lap in quali and the fastest lap in the race. So there is some extra cash, so to say, to grab out there. But this race is kind of everybody jump on in. There's no rules as far as joining for this round with our website on the fritz. So we just still want to have fun and keep it alive here at Sim Racing Online in combination with Sim Racing Holland. Great of those guys to join us and make this series possible. Without these drivers, we wouldn't have much of a race going on here. So really appreciate friends coming to us and setting this up. Really good stuff. And here is that battle for 17th. Cyberstein surviving from that spin he had. We'll see that. Yeah, I don't know if he had on for him, but that's how you get a drive through. It just throws you up there. There's nothing you can do. You either let it go off the track or you hit the wall and die. So what's going to be the poison? Pick your poison: a crash and burn or a drive through. So it makes sense if some of these guys are getting drive through because nobody wants to hit the wall right there because it's it could be race over. So Justin, he's liking it out there. He's going around some lap traffic here. Going around number 74 car, which is Iko Hugavin. Currently in 11th, so top 10 is getting lapped, but this is also by a car that has not pitted yet. So, okay, we got Geimer's in. So Geimer's pitted. We got 2 left. Geimer pitted from, I think he was in 2nd or 3rd, correct? And now he's in the hurry up and wait position. And we got Wida. I think Wida's come in too. Where is he? There he is, Pascal. He stayed out. And De Jong stayed out. So De Jong gambling here. He's just getting the most out of those tires. And Pascal, he is quite of a gap behind. So the racing really starts right here with Rizzo, and let's see what kind of gaps. He's got a pretty decent gap on Van Rossen, Van der Linden, and Beaton. Guys are pretty tight in the back, but there's that 7-second back is France from Van Rossen. Rizzo soon 2 seconds back of Haas. What happened to our leader, who was not our leader? Sawyer. Sawyer's pitting again. What? What happened? That's Senna. Is it a... Are they glitching me again? Where is Sawyer? There he is, Jens. What happened? He is pitting again. Did he have damage? Did he not get it fueled? Did he... What happened? His pit was clear. So this is trouble for the quickest car on track. Holy smokes. So here comes De Jong through sector 3. Let's see if he comes in this time. De Jong, is he pitting? Yes, he is. Here he comes. Okay. So he's going to give it up. But man, what a turn of event. With Jens in the pit. See how far back Wida is. Wida is way the heck back there. Still yet to pit. So this is going to put Chris in the lead. Once again, in the darkness, the Porsche, currently shown in third after the pit stops, will be leading this race. And holy smokes, what the heck happened to Jens? He's still in the pit. So either he had some serious damage or something happened and he had to call it. I don't know. Very curious. I don't know what in the heavens to Betsy is going on there, but that is a costly extra stop. That's 2 pit stops. That's out of contention for the lead of this race. Now Wida also entering the pit. So now we're going to come out with Haas. He's going to be leading this race into the darkness as it's just after 1 a.m. Coming up on the 30-minute mark. We are 2/3 through this race. So we got about 10 or 15 minutes of darkness followed by the light of the morning. So that should be interesting. So Mick Newcomb, here's a battle back here in the tail end. Newcomb and Kai having a go here. Kai's looking to the inside. Only room. There's not room for 2. He's got him in the inside. They're going to touch. Oh, he wisely gets out of it. Oh, to live another day. Kai, man, that was nothing but disaster, but avoided by the great reflexes and smart decision making of Kai Cyberstein. Very well done. That could have been really ugly, and yet still. So you know, Iredale caught him a little bit now after that, after serving his stop. So Colin is right there behind him. But it was well worth it rather than crashing and burning. You guys would have both been out of the race. So you live to tell the tale of another lap. So it looks like as Wida pulls out of the pit, excuse me, all the compulsory pit stops are completed. Now it's a race to the finish, and I'm really bummed out. Okay, there is Jens. He's back out. So I'm really curious. We'll have to find out in the chat what happened to Jens, because that was an unnecessary pit stop. So he must have had some damage, or maybe it was fuel. That was a long time in the pit. So I'm thinking something went sideways on him, or his tires were wrong, or I don't know, because I think it's default's going to be 30 seconds if you have the tire changed. You can not change tires, and it'll be only what fuel is, and then there's of course the time of damage repair. So we don't know. Nobody knows. The only one that knows is Mr. Sawyer himself, who went from having this race in hand, basically, with an 8-second gap to now in last place. And that's how it goes in racing. I mean, we've all been there. You know, it's the nature of the sport. As we drive through the darkness. Oh, who's in this? So we got a little bit of a battle here with Geimer. There's that Geimer. Is that Pascal right in the mix too? So yeah, 10, 11, and 12 cars. Is that Crombian as well in the mix? 13ers, he's back a little bit, isn't he? Yeah, he's some 7 seconds off. Excuse me. So Geimer here, let's take a look what he's got in front of him. Look at 9 degrees Celsius. Are you kidding me? It's freaking winter at Spa, so I mean, you know, it is what it is. Guys, they're all champions. They're just enduring it and getting it done, and we've really only lost a couple cars off the grid. So, pretty impressive, actually. All right, so there's a good battle there with the, where's the 98 car? I think it's 98. Or is that 87? That's the 87 car. Can't find these guys. I know they got a pretty good battle up there. It's Franz and the gang. Here we go. So De Jong is actually in 3rd position, I believe, right now. He'll update once it hits the timing line. As you see it showing him. And oh, that's Franz, I'm sorry. I got one lit up and one not. So why De Jong is purple, number 5 there. I have no idea why. But he is. Does that mean he's got the fastest lap? Maybe. Let's just have a look here. 117.53, 217.5. He might have the best lap right now. That's why he's purple. I believe he does with a 217.53. That's why he's got the purple tag. Nicely done. Okay, John Piton pitting again too. Holy smokes. Okay, so we got 2 double pitters. What do they know that we don't? Is it the 9 degrees that's making them pit? They're going to throw it off the track because the tires are out of whack? I don't know. These are the things that have to happen. This is why, you know, you got to improv in these races when the temperatures are out of whack like this. Crazy stuff. But there is your leader, Casars, in that Porsche. Your pole sitter back in the lead. And there is Michael Rizzo, some 3 seconds back, followed by Franz with about a 7-second gap to those guys. But then this is a pretty good race here with De Jong and Franz and Van Rosen. Again, go figure, right? So that's the gap. You can see him up in front there. So a little bit of a gap there, but De Jong, with that badge of fastest lap so far, it's coming up on Franz. Okay. Uh-oh, we got a double yellow. A double yellow. Somebody went off somewhere. The 73 car. Nick? Was it Nick? I don't know. There was a quick double yellow there. It might have been Newcomb. I saw him yellow there for a second. But anyway, let's get back to this. So it looks like Franz is coming up on some lap traffic. Coming up on Nick after that. So I think that was Nick that had a little bit of it off. That was what the double yellow was all about. As the leaders are coming through, you can see in front of the mirror where De Jong is. And then Van Rosen some 4 seconds off of that. Not a lot going on there. We got another car in the pits. John is still in the pit. So there's Piton. Meanwhile, there's your leader. Just a drive. Keeping it real. Driving on ice here at Spa. Coming up with the chicane. Look at the late braking on this Porsche, man. Chris is just getting it done, man. I tell you, you tame this Porsche, you're going to win a lot of races. But taming it is the hard part. I think we're just about through the darkest part of the night, so it should start to lighten up here. Looks like we got a little bit of action here with Justin. Brian closing in on him. Let's see what he can, see how close he is. Looks like he's got the lap car between them. There's Wiedemann in 6th place. And it looks like he's getting around some lap cars. That's Kai. Cyberstein letting him through. Cyberstein currently in 16th. The blue flag there. And here we got this Geimer battle still going on pretty good here with De Ritter. I think they got a lap car between them as well. And that is Jens, who has led the most laps in this race. He's out of the pits now, finding himself in 17th. He is the one in between that Geimer and De Ritter battle. So let's see what else can happen here. He's Beat is still in the pit, so he must have had some damage. Because Beaton, I don't know if he's coming back. He might be out of whack. There's Iredale, 14th, way back. Back here, 10, or Selby finds himself in the top 10. That's 7th. Very consistent race. He's been up in that top 11, 12 the whole race. Finding himself now in 7th. There is Wiedemann. And here comes Van Rosen. Pretty good gap now to these places. So they're all spread out with the exception of the number 64 car, Jan and Simon. I think this is a little bit of a battle with some lap traffic in between, but I don't think they're going to get around that lap traffic because it is Jen who is faster than anybody on the track, just about. So that's going to be a tough road to hoe there. Finding some decisions. As we hit the 20-minute mark, 3 a.m. I predicted probably 10 minutes left. We're going to have the sunrise. So I'm looking at the track map, looking for any tight battles, and as you can see, everybody's pretty spread out right now. Looks like the leader's coming up on John. Did John make it out of the pit? Nope, he's still in. So that's Colin, who's just now ahead of the leader. The other Porsche. So Porsche ran to give himself some love. There is Iredale in the 14th position, just ahead of Chris here. What else we got going on here? There's the Pugovin finds himself in 8th now, with that Sylvie in front of him in that 7th position, with Wida in 9th, but there's quite the gap, I believe, back to Wida in the 28 car. You can see there's a huge gap, and it looks like Chris is going to get around. Maybe not. Soon to be left, Colin, the other Porsche. Just chilling. It's a starlit night. You can see the stars, a little bit of clouds. So I believe it's starting to lighten up a little bit now, which is good. Surviving the darkness. So interesting development here as we are in the last third of this race, with 2 of the faster cars doing the 2 stops, which pretty much took them out of the action. But I'm curious to see what was going on there. Why they needed those extra stops. Maybe their tires are out of whack. Maybe they're just going to cuss us all out because the temperatures are all screwed up. But hey, these are the race gods, man. We set it up, and the server just took over. So, you know, I don't know. I don't know. You know, who are you going to call? You call Ghostbusters. Yeah, Chris is giving him the light. He's going to let him around here. Be a good spot. He can get through. I mean, you don't want to give up too much time if you're calling. You know, you're still not racing anybody, but you are in the clock, and there are positions to gain. So you'll probably let him through right here. There he goes. Nicely done. But he's going to fall in behind him, and now it's Team Porsche, or give Rizzo a little bit of frustration. So Rizzo's got about a lap to catch up to him. It'll be a minute. So I'm looking around for any other. Oh, Susan the 64. The Ritter is off. Let's see what happened. Let's go back in time. 30 seconds. Okay, here we go. We're in replay. So here is John de Ritter. What happened, John? You must have had a spin coming up here. Got a little curve there. It's okay. There goes the tail end. Yep, there it is. Oh! And the nose kiss of death. Ah. And the tail ender. That's like picking a bloody nose right there. That is no fun. As he's checking the stats. Can he get through? All right. Back to live. So he's back in it. He's only in 11th, so he didn't lose a lot of positions, but his car might be a mess. Oh, man. Tough break, John. Tough break. But, like I said at the beginning, no conquerors, only survivors. So the Rizzo gap, 2.5 seconds to first, as the sun will be coming up within about the next 10 minutes. See if we will have a battle here. So Rizzo's closing that gap. Gonna get around Colin here. You see the blue flags waving there. I don't see any other action going on there. What 76 car is that? The Heavens to Betsy. No, it's 75 car. That's who we're on. So I was looking for 76. Simon Geimer. Okay. Here we go. So I believe Geimer, and in front of Geimer is the number 5. Or is that the 15? No. Can't read it, but I think it's the lap traffic. for 5, which I thought was Jen. Yeah, so it is Jen. So here's Jen's. There's Geimer right behind him. You can see the sky starting to lighten up a little bit. So, man, Sawyer, who led this race, led a good, almost a whole third plus of this race. So you can see Geimer taking a little scenic route off a little bit there. And Jen still has great pace, so he might just hold that position for now. I don't think he's going anywhere. Simon might not be able to get around him. But in the meantime, this group up here is starting to get tight again with Rizzo. Rizzo's got to get around Colin because look who's coming right up on him. It's the third place De Young. So De Young he's got Rizzo in his sight. I don't think Rizzo's getting held up any by Colin. He hasn't really. Uh-oh. Tanner right through. Track cut. Tanner Blanford got a nice top finish going there. Oh, Cyberstein right through. Oh, and that crash that Colin is off into it. Oh no. Colin, let's check it back. Let's check it back. So here's a replay. We are on replay. He's got the blue flag. I'm sure he's constantly looking for a spot to let him through. And I think he's going to just catch a little bit of curb on the right-hand side here. We are in replay. See Rizzo just right on him now, so he'll be losing time. Yep, he gets off at the curbs and hits the wall. Almost kills the marshal, but it looks like he lives to see another day. The car's still turning. Oh, wow. Tough break for Colin, the other question. Okay, back to live action. So here we go. There's your leader. I think these guys are all in order now. No lap traffic between them as the sun begins to rise. It's getting light here, 5 a.m. A little cloudy. There is your leader. And here is the battle for third. De Young closing in on Rizzo. And where is Fran in all this? Back that he's got. Fran has, I think he's got a couple little lag spikes because it showed him 15 seconds back. And you can tell that's him back there. He's in the 65 car. He keeps popping in and popping out. So yeah, he might have a little bandwidth issues going on. But hey, he's still on the server. It's all good. You know, we're lucky to get this race in with the Sim Racing Online server crash. So, you know, it's the holidays, Thanksgiving holiday afterward race. And here we are, having some fun. So Cyberstein still yet to serve that drive-through. Let's see if he's going in this lap. Nope, he's got a ways to go. So back to the lead here. These guys are De Young and Rizzo. I'm telling you, he's going for that second step on the podium. And I think with the 10 minutes left, that if Fran's going to be happy with fourth place if he can hold on. You can see it doesn't even have a gap for him on the timing board there. So he keeps blinking in and out. He's in the 65 car, so it shows him way back behind the 999 even, 990, which is Colin, who just had that off. What does he have for Michael Rizzo? Can he fend off Michael Rizzo? His defense is strong. And Rizzo gets him down the straight, and he's coming back for him. Rizzo takes the spot, heading into El Rouge, and now De Young stretching those legs. Look at the horsepower. What's McLaren on? McLaren on Lambo. So look at that. The McLaren just outran the Lambo coming up the hill there after the Lambo took him coming down right out of the course. great pass by Rizzo, only to have De Jong take it away. Wow, good exchange there, guys. That was some really good racing. That was some cool stuff. Wish I had a better shot of it. And let's see, who is that back there with Franz? Is Franz actually battling with the 20? Who's in 5th? Van Rosen. Yeah, this is a good battle right here. So at least we got Franz back in the picture. There, he's got the time inspector. These guys are a good solid, almost 20 seconds off of the top 3, but it's a nice battle here for 4th place. So we'll keep an eye on that. But meanwhile, I'm telling you, these guys are, gloves are off. And lo and behold, De Jong, who does have the fastest lap in the race, is closing in on Haas with just under 8 minutes left, 7.5. Can he close that gap and take the lead of this race? De Jong, with a brilliant day of racing, finds himself in a position to win this race. I was really amazed how Rizzo got through him, but then he just torched him heading up the Kemmel Straight. I mean, he just, like, he lit the afterburners on that thing. He just left that Lambo in the dust. So that was crazy business. All right, let's take a look from the back of our leader here, Chris. There is the gap to 2nd place. So Ken Hart's holding him up. He's got 6.5 minutes to defend, but look at De Jong closing that gap. He's going to be on him by the end of this lap, I had fear. Here he comes. Can we see in this little dash thing? Oh, it doesn't show the tire wear. Not all that data comes through. Be cool to see where they're at. And I'm still curious as to what happened to Jens and John Dupont, why they had that extra pit. We won't know until afterwards in the chat. And Kai's going to get a huge penalty if he doesn't do that drive-through. Oh, he's doing it now. Okay, so he's got to look at that car. Man, the 21 hours of Spa is taking its toll on these guys. 90 minutes of pure torture all the way around. All right. I love it. I love the dirt on the cars ACC gives. Great stuff going on. As the sun comes through, we got just about 5 minutes of racing left. Sun breaks through. And Mr. Haas is going to have his hands full here. I don't know how he's going to keep that McLaren behind him. That thing, he's coming unscrewed, man. He's coming from another world. I don't know where he's got all this speed from, but he is just lighting it up. He's not purple for nothing. Oh, we got a little bit of lap traffic here just to add to the mix, just to make it a little more exciting. All right, Chris, you got 5 minutes to defend, man. Let's see what you can do. Come down to this. It looks like Rizzo's going to have himself a 3rd place as he is just being left in the dust. And look at the McLaren gaining on that Porsche coming up the Kemmel Straight. Just lights out. I wonder if he's got like no wing on this car, but he's really good in the turns too, so go figure. He is on him now. Okay, Chris. There's going to be about 2 laps left, I would imagine. 4 minutes. It's about 2:17 to 2:19 per lap. So they're going to cross the line, and that might be it. That might be the last 2 laps of this race. I can't tell who that is in front of him. It's either Geimer or it could be Geimer. Where is Geimer? All right. All right, he's letting him through. Nicely done. Okay, that's the 64. So that is John D. Ritter in the 64 car letting that traffic through. Nicely done, John. Nicely done. But here it is, man. This is it. We are on. After 90 minutes, it's come down to this. It's going to be a last lap race to the finish. He might get him right here. Look at that McLaren. Just lighting him up. He's going for the inside. Is there anything Chris has for him? He's got the inside to an advantage, so out-turn him a little bit. Now you got the switcheroo, go for the over-under, allowing room. Yeah, he's got him. There it is. There's your lead change right there. Does Chris have anything for him down the main straight through the La Source? He's on the inside, but I don't think that's going to help. Young. Oh, he does. He's got him on the inside, so he's got it. He's got it back. Nicely done. The Porsche taking the inside, but for how long? You know what? With 2:28, there might be one more lap left in these guys. With this pace, they're going to cross the line with like 6 or 7 seconds, and we're going to have another fight here. But I think it's going to be too little too late for Chris, just because this McLaren is like off the chain, man. What the heck? John DeYoung, I think, let's vote for driver of the day. I mean, we're going to have to give it to him. How in the heck did he get all the speed out of this McLaren? He is just balls to the walls in that thing, man. Good night now. Chris is just hanging on for dear life. He knows it too. You got to know it. He knows it. Another, pick your spot. No need to get feisty here. I think they're going to have another lap after this. He's going to probably get him in the same spot again. They head down to Blancmont. Here they go. They're going into the next high-speed section here, coming through. Curve de Papier. The Blancmont semi-curved, straight, high-speed. The second high-speed part of the track is right here. Chris gets a nice little bit of jump out of there, but man, look at the McLaren just closing. Closing. Chris has got to defend, man. He's got to stay to the inside somehow. Look at that run he's got. DeYoung to the outside. He maintained. Oh, they're going to kiss. Oh, he's got him. They're going to kiss again. Oh, and it puts him around. Oh, he maintains though. No harm, no foul, but that puts Rizzo back in the picture.
Right, man. Neither is on the final lap.
Here we go. Final lap. Oh. My heavens to Betsy. Okay, what do you guys think? There was nothing wrong with that. It was just a racing incident. They both gave plenty of room. Nobody was dive bombing on anybody. That's just what happens in racing. That's my look on it. So, let him go, baby. Let's go. Rizzo's in it for third. Ben Rondon has got around front. I don't dare look back at what happened back there because this is just too intense, but I'm going to take a quick look. But let's see how if the young can catch up again like he did, how much he gained. He didn't have to. They weren't close enough. I'm sure he got the same run, but it wasn't as close as before. And it looks like he's sliding around a little bit. I wonder if that little ding bent his steering a little bit. That looks like his wheel's okay. Wow. But in other news, looking at Van der Linden got passed by Van Rosen. So is he close to him at all? Where is Van Rosen? Look at that. These two SRH cars are just beat up. Nope, we didn't get anywhere. So, sorry I missed that, but you can see why. This battle, last lap battle, this is it, man. Ken Hart hold on to the Porsche and put Porsche on the podium at Spa. We're coming in. We are at the halfway through this lap bar right in the middle of Sector 2, coming into Sector 3. This is where the young could get him, if he's going to get him at all. And Rizzo licking his chops back there for another off, waiting for these two guys to collide again. Okay, let's see if the young can close it. The sun is shining. 24 hours is up. I think ours has done it. I think he's fended him off. I think he's going to do it. Right with him. He's right with him. Oh, he spun out. Oh, my God. The young is going to get it. Holy smokes. Are you kidding me?
The leader has finished already.
There's your winner. We're going back and look at this, though. Let's take a look at this. Let's take a look at this. We are on replay. I don't know. Did they have contact? Or just... I couldn't tell. Is there any contact? Oh, looks like a little bit of a nudge. A little bit of a nudge. Oh my God. Holy canola. And that also puts Rizzo past him. Wow. Do you guys believe that just happened? Holy canola. Return to garage. Wow. What a chain of events. I can't get any more cars for some reason. Let's see if I can get back in there. We had a little bit of a glitch there. There we go. Okay. I want to get on these guys that are still battling. Here we go. We still got battles coming in. So, where is Van Rosen's cross? Okay, here comes this battle. We got Van Rosen and Van der Linden and Van der Linden. Did Franz get around him again? Or is this lap traffic? Yeah, he's in fourth. Okay, so Franz is behind. So that's a lap car front. All right. Unless I'm reading around the 65. It's showing him in front. As far as the dots go. But is he? So there's Van der Linden. 65. And the 20. Van Rosen in fourth. Really messed up here. There's the 65. And he's got the 20 behind him, but as you can see, it's showing him in fifth. When he clearly, as far as the track dots are concerned, is in fourth. See, what does his windshield go? There it is. Well, there it is. So that is showing Franz in fifth, Van Rosen in fourth, Hugavin in sixth, Wiedemann in seventh, Geimer in eighth, Wiedemann in ninth, Crombeen in 10th, and Francisco coming in 11th, De Ritter in 12th. Iredale, after the drive-thrus and the crashes, finds himself in 13th, not a bad race. Nicely done. And Jens, man, tough break for Jens after leading so many. Finds himself in 15th. And then Selby got the drive-through, ended up in 17th. So, man, what a race at the end there. I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me know in the chat what you think about that finish. Holy canola. That was a really tough break. I don't think that the young was doing anything on purpose. Tires are at, at their end. Man, Haas was just trying to make the turn. Who knows? So, man, what a race, ladies and gentlemen. Holy smokes, that was something else. Let's look at these timetables. There's your finish. Wow, fireworks are going off. Spa. The 24 hours of Spa. No conquerors, only survivors, man. Rizzo in second, Haas in third after a brilliant run. I really thought the Porsche was going to have it. That was tough, tough, tough. Tough road to hoe. So there are your 20. It's even got me in there, car number 22 in my BMW that I wasn't even racing. How about that? Good stuff. So there you have it, everybody. I hope you enjoyed the broadcast. It'll be up. It'll be live now, and on replay forever and ever up there to view. So I'm sure after you guys are finished, go and have a look at this race. It was quite exciting, quite a long battle, some really good battles, some server weirdness, but all in all, we did it. We pulled it off, and hopefully in 2 weeks we'll have the site back up and we'll get back to it with round 5. So hey, does anyone know where round 5 is? I should know, but I can't. The website's not up. So anyway, thanks for watching, and I hope you guys join me for the next one. Adios.